In this episode, we sail to Tonga, and it is a completely different passage than all our previous ones. For the first time, we will face a cold front. Strong winds are predicted, and they make us a little nervous. But first, this is me, Kim. There is Bart, and here is Liz, our little explorer. We sold everything to explore these beautiful places with our tiny 33-foot sailboat, Tranquillity. In the last episode we explored Suwarrow. The park rangers welcomed us and we enjoyed some snorkeling and walks around the island, to top it off with a potluck. Good morning. I had a very calm shift last night. No waves and good progress. But with Bart's shifts there's a big rain cloud, as you can see, in the sky, and we had it during the night too, so the wind shifted so many times. It was hard to keep course, and against the predictions we are now more sailing beam reach than actually downwind sailing, and yeah, it's just really weird weather.
Maybe Kim told you already, last night was a bit of a difficult night, the final stage, the final 3 hours, because of all the wind shifts mainly, a little bit of rain. But this morning the wind picked up a good 15 to 19 knots of wind, and steady, so we could set our course and just sit back and relax. It's nice because this time, for the first time ever almost, we are sailing wise close to 2 other boats, and we stay close to them. We left with Amai and Shanti and Tanuki, but Tanuki is they did a little bit different course, so they are a couple of miles off, but Shanti and Amai are in VHF range, so that's nice, so we can chit chat, and we all kind of do similar speed, so sometimes one boat is a little bit faster and the other time the other boats. Now with a little bit more wind we are not the fastest anymore, too bad, but yeah, now we have a fishing competition going on, so we have the lines out, and hopefully we're gonna catch some fish today or tomorrow. It's all good sport because we are all, I think, a little bit nervous of what's going to happen, because we told you we got that high pressure that's coming in, and it's a cold front, so we're gonna have strong winds, squalls, so rain, and big waves, and from the side. We have had big waves before, but then from stern, so this is gonna be a bit more different, and yeah, I think everybody is a little bit nervous because it's a long time ago that we experienced these conditions. So luckily everyone is on the same tactic, and that's a bit more south till the front comes, and then we bend off to Tonga. So we can have the wind and the waves more to the side and a little bit more reaching. That's the plan.
As I told you, we are heading towards a cold front with some gusts in it and high waves. So right now, as predicted, the wind is dropped to 9-10 knots. So we will start the engine soon, but first we reef down our mainsail until the third reef and let go of our speed boom. Nee. Nog een stukje. Ja.
Yeah?
Yeah. So our tactic for approaching this front is heading more south. So that's where we are right now, so that when it hits us we don't have to be facing closed hold, but beam reach and soon enough a broader reach. So yeah. So strange because right now the ocean is really calm, we have a blue sky. The cold front is supposed to arrive end of the day tomorrow, and we will have it during the night, and then around midday on Sunday it will be gone. And then hopefully we will arrive soon. But yeah, that's what is awaiting for us. And the boats we are sailing with have the same tactic. So we are, the three of us are more south. There is one boat a little bit more up north. But three of us decided to stay more south. And yeah, we will see if it's a good and wise tactic. But at least we're not alone. Is that your angry face?
Yes.
Why are you angry?
Because they made me out.
Alright.
Daddy, can I bring you the giraffe?
The giraffe? No, I don't have it.
Oh, that's okay then.
Ooh. Oh.
It is a weird day. Having this calm sunny day, knowing what is coming towards us, gives a strange and not too relaxed feeling. We try to enjoy this easy day with games and coloring and just watching the horizon. So it's almost midnight, and yeah, it's the calm before the storm. As it looks now, I just did a run around and got a new grid file. Tomorrow morning the wind will pick up again, and then during the day start to increase, and we will have a tough night sail, and then it should ease a little bit until Monday. So yeah, 2 days of discomfort, I think. So strange because now the sky is clouding up. So we had 3 very bright clear skies, and now there are clouds in the sky, lots of these small clouds and they are packing together and slowly covering the full sky. So it's probably the system, the pre-weather that's in front of the front that's coming to us. Yeah, it's hard to understand, or it's hard to get your head around what it will be like tomorrow, with the ocean still so calm. A little bit anxious maybe, just because you don't know what to expect. Right now the gusts seem to be okay, not above 28 knots, so that's all looks okay. It all depends on the squalls and the whole sea state and everything, so we will hold on tight.
We just it's 6 in the morning now, and we just got hit by the first squall. The first in the line of the front, I guess. I do not think it's already the front. Because now it's less wind again, 13 knots of wind. But it was funny because the wind was from the starboard side of the boat while we were under engine, like 4 or 5 knots, nothing. I hear that the wind picked up to 10 knots straight ahead, and we got some little rain. Turned on the radar, saw this big squall, got prepared, and then out of the blue the wind shifted like 30 degrees, bang, to port side, 25 knots, poof. So then it's good that you're all prepared and just have your third reef mainsail. So that was easy to catch, and no problem at all. But yeah, difficult weather because now we are back in 12 knots. And yeah, do we start the engine again, or do we leave it like this and do we sail with the third reef and some genoa? But it means that we're going very, very slow. So I think I'll fire up the engine soon.
Raisins.
Apple and raisins.
So it's after 9 a.m. and the wind is picking up a little bit, sometimes gusts up 17, so not that much, but there is even blue sky, so that makes it less anxious than it is, or less scary, frightening. It's not that frightening. And I'm ready to get the weather in, but it doesn't feel like it, so it's waiting.
Kim?
Yeah.
Incoming. Nice. Ja, maar.
Ja.
Hij gaat met 5,9. Okay, it's really on now. We have an apparent wind angle of 60 and a wind of 20 knots. So not the gusts of 25 or even more. It's also not predicted. That should be a little bit later. But then we bear off a bit, so we go at an angle of 100 degrees apparent wind angle. Now we're sailing and doing great speeds, 6.5 knots, but also up to sometimes a big slamming in the wave. Whoa! Just like this.
Daar.
Yeah.
Legt hier dan de dingen.
Woo. That was well timed.
It is a complete mess inside, and that is okay. Liz is playing and looking for the best spots to hang. Cooking is a little hard in these conditions, so instant noodles it is.
Hij is teruggevallen in je bakje. Dan heb je reddingsboek.
Yeah, this is the kind of weather that instant noodles are just the best food on board.
They invented it for cruises. So far, so good.
It's a little celebration here. Snack time does get better and better when the conditions turning worse. But no, it's not that bad at all, right, Kim? It's kind of okay-ish. It's not nice, but
Mama! Mama!
Yeah.
what we really like this time is we are again sailing with Amai, and in these heavier conditions we match each other, so they stay close by, so we are continuously in VHF range. That's very nice. It feels good. For the sailors, we're still at apparent wind angle of between 80 and 90 degrees, and we have 17 till 22 knots of wind, and we're making a speed of above 6.2 average, I guess. So yeah.
The waves are now.
And the waves are now approximately 2.6 meters high. Okay, so sailing wise, it all is well. We are not seasick, we're doing fine, the boat handles it all well. We think our sail plan is working great, third reef and a furled in Genoa also to a third reef, to a first reef, sorry. And but we do have some problems inside. When a big wave hits and smashes over the deck, we got like a drainage through one of the air vents in the roof. That's not nice because that's a lot of salt water coming into the boat. And also our mast, we've got a keel step mast, so the mast is going through the roof down, and there's a rubber manchette around to prevent leaking, but it's not working as well anymore, so it's leaking there as well, and pretty hard, I must say. So we put some towels in between to absorb as much water as possible so it doesn't drip into our bed. And then we still have the problem in the anchor locker. It's not that bad this time. I did some prevention to get water in, but there is a leak somewhere, so we still see some spray water on the wood completely in the front. So those are things that we need to take care of. I think we kind of fixed the problem with the air vent because we had some duct tape laying around, and when it was dry we duct taped it all. I don't know if I can show you right now, but we duct taped the entire air vent from the outside, so to prevent any water to come in.
The night of the cold front has passed and it was all okay. It was doable, but it's cold right now. I'm wearing a sweater and long pants and it's really cold. So well, we have to get used to this. But the weather was okay. I'm picking up the weather data right now. Because we can, or we could have arrived on Monday, so one more night to go, but then we would arrive at the end of the day and it would be a rush to get inside in time. So I think we will slow down tomorrow to arrive on Tuesday or Wednesday Tonga time. We will have to see. Right now we still have strong winds, it's still 20 knots. But the waves have eased down a little bit, and of course our course is a little more broader than close hold we had in the beginning, or beam reach. So the night was good. Bart couldn't sleep very well, so he took over my shift but slept inside during his shift. So yeah, but let's see what the day will bring.
A very memorable moment in our trip. It's I'm going to put on long pants during daylight on our crossing. I mean, it is getting cold. It's now 5 o'clock. Let me see. No, not even. It's 4:30, and okay, yes, it's been a bit cloudy, but it really is getting colder and colder. We came from Suwarrow where it was 28 degrees average, and now we know that we are going to Tonga and we're gonna hit 22 to 24 degrees Celsius, so that's really a difference in temperature. It's still the day after the heavy wind day. Is it any milder? Well, still 20 knots of wind, gusting up till 24, and but the waves are a bit less big. Oh, but still, we're also not slamming into the waves anymore. It's the waves are coming from at an angle from the stern and not from the bow anymore. So all in all, the boat is less wet, but sometimes we still get a rogue wave hitting on the deck. As you can see, we still have our third reef in the main, which is good because the wind dropped to 13-14 knots, and we're thinking about getting the reef out, but then we got hit by 24 knots again. So it's good to have it in. We play with the Trinoa, so we roll it in occasionally when it's really gusting, and we let it out a bit when there's less wind, and it seems to work fine.
Our final miles. We have land in sight, and it's 35 more miles to go, and then a little bit more to get inside the bay. So it will be dark when we arrive. We will see how it goes. The moon is out, so probably we have enough visibility. And if not, we use our radar, or we will also use our radar. Right now the wind is very gusty, so Bart's really happy steering on the helm. Because the most important part of this final leg is speed. The more speed we keep, the earlier we arrive, which is nicer. So yeah, let's see. Tonga is in sight, and the sun will set in an hour and a half, I think. Yeah? Yeah. And then we will arrive, and this is our second last passage. We only have one more passage to go, and that's to New Zealand. So no more overnights. Maybe in between the islands, but
I think not.
No long passages anymore after only one to prepare for, and that's New Zealand. That's weird.
So we are going in by night because the channels are really deep and there's not much, there's no coral patches, and we have a radar. So and we have satellite image on our plotter, so we have a very good visual. Here you can see on the radar these stripes, those are the sides of the channel, and then you might see a blob there. That's a small island, and our friends Amai are in front of us. So it's very yeah, it's a very nice way to get in. The only difficulty will be to find a mooring ball, but we got into contact with other people, and they mentioned that there's an anchorage where almost no boats lie, which we can use probably. So
Clearance procedure in Tonga.
package of papers with all the same information. All the clearing process is all done. We moved from that ugly spot with make our boat like was already very salt, but now it's very dirty as well. And we moved back to the mooring field where we spent the night already, but we were on a wrong mooring. It had a name on it, so we were not supposed to take that one, but we now have probably have the good one. And it's a very nice place here, because it's like in Tonga, this is like a very protected natural harbor. So we had to came in, sailed all around, all the way in the island, and then made a turn, and then you come in this like big bay behind me. So there's no way ocean swell can come in, but also it's from every side, it's very protected from wind, because it's got high walls behind me, you can see, and the wind, prevailing winds are mostly from that direction. So yeah, the moorings here are very calm, not much waves. It's very deep till the end of the shore. So we are in 22 meters of water, and well, it's only going to be close to shore, like 5 meters. It's going to be very shallow. Yeah, we have everything ready. Now we are waiting for some showers to rinse the boat and get rid of all the salt. Otherwise we run the water maker if it's very sunny, and then we just spray off the boat because the boat is very, very salty this time. Other than that, very happy to be here, and I think we go to shore, maybe drop off some laundry and hopefully find a place where we can have dinner tonight. Let's see if maybe Amai and Shanti and the boats that came with us wants to join. Well, this was it. If you have any questions, please let us know. And for now, goodbye and thank you very much for watching. Fair winds to you all.